Good morning, students. Welcome to social class. I think you all are waiting for classes again. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about caste discrimination and the struggle for equality. Okay, already you know what is caste. So most of the people aware about their caste. So actually, once upon a time, there was no caste system. So later, the caste system was prevailed and established in our country. Not only in our country, we can see this system throughout the world. Okay, once upon a time, based on their professions, the caste system was established. So later, that became one of the evil custom. Okay, so the caste system has created one of the major forms of inequality in our country. Based on the caste, the people were divided into different groups. Okay, so for centuries, people have fought against this discrimination, and our constitution also strives to end it. So, some educated people fought against the caste system and against the discrimination based on caste. So, at the time of preparation, constitution, so many laws were framed against the caste system. Clear? So, elimination of caste discrimination has been one of the major aims of our governments. So, you can see different issues based on caste. So, government should work to solve those problems. So, let us read how caste system works and what steps have been taken to end caste discrimination in this lesson. So, the caste system is one of the social order in our society. Okay, a large number of people in our country think of themselves as belonging to some caste at the others. So when you ask who are you, so they may say they are belongs to some caste. Even they put the names of their castes as a part of their own names. Example, Rashekar Reddy, okay, Gaud or Chaudhary or Naidu. Like that, they should add their caste names before or after their names. Okay, usually people of a caste follow some common customs and worship a particular deity. So the people who are following same customs or who are worship a particular deity, those are belongs to one caste. So many people who follow the caste rules marry only within their own caste. So they marry their own caste people. They don't marry other caste people. So even society won't accept if they marry other caste people also. So in olden days, people of one caste followed the same profession or work. Though these days, this tradition has been changing fast. So already I said, so based on their profession, the caste system was established in our society. So, previous in the olden days, people of one caste followed the same profession like washerman, um, or potters, okay, farmers, like that. Nowadays, so people are not sticking for one profession. So different caste people are taking different professions nowadays. They are completing their professional courses, or and they are entering into different jobs also. Okay, thus you can see that caste system create some bonds among a particular group of people, and separates them from the other groups. So between one caste people have some bonds, some relations. Okay, they will respect their caste people, they unite with their caste, and they will be separated from others also based on their caste. So however, means here based on caste, so some benefits also there, but we can see more demerits in the caste system. So however, the caste system has also given rise to great inequalities and discrimination in our society, especially some caste people who are placed in the bottom in our society. So those were faced much discrimination, inequalities. Okay, so people are engaged in different kinds of work like teaching, carpentry, pottery, weaving, fishing, farming, etc. to earn their livelihood. So why people are follow different professions? To earn their livelihood. They can adopt or engage like teaching, carpentry, pottery, weaving, fishing. So whatever the profession they selected, so for their livelihood. So however, certain kinds of jobs are valued more than the others. Activities like cleaning, washing, cutting hair, picking garbage are seen as tasks that are of less value, and people who do this work are seen as dirty or impure. Here means some professions are giving more value, but some professions are giving less value. So, who are engaged? So, who are doing some activities like cleaning, washing, cutting hair? So, those are not given more value in our society. Even now, also, when garbage person comes to your home, you don't give more respect to them. Okay, so thus this belief as an important aspect of the caste system. So, in the caste system, communities, groups of people were placed in a social order where each caste was either above or below the other. So, here our society was divided into based on their economical position, based on their profession, so into four categories. So already you know that OC, BC, ST, and SC. So these are categorized based on their profession or economical position only. So all human beings are equal. Okay, got it? So next. So those are also we are not accepting. So many educated people also fought against this caste system. Okay, now those who placed themselves at the top of the ladder called themselves upper caste and saw themselves as superiors. So at that time, those were economically strong and those were educated, and those were separated from other groups, and those were placed in a top, and they called themselves upper caste and saw themselves as superiors. Okay, so the groups who were placed at the bottom of the ladder were seen as unworthy and were called untouchables. So the people who were the poor and who were uneducated, so those were placed near bottom and those were treated as untouchables and unworthy. So these uh, groups divided by society. Okay, so caste rules were set and did not allow the so-called untouchable to take on work other than what they were meant to do. So already some rules were framed by the upper caste people. So they decided so which works the untouched people should do, which they do not do also decided by the upper caste or the economically rich people. Okay, for example, some groups were only allowed to pick garbage and remove dead animals from the village. So those were not allowed to do another profession. They should stick to their activities forcibly, but they were not allowed to enter the homes of the upper caste or take water from the village well or enter the temples. So those untouchable people who are placed bottom of the mm, society, so those were not allowed to enter into the homes of the upper caste, take water from the village wells or enter the temples. So their children, even their children could not sit next to the children of other castes in the school. Okay, like that those were discriminated. Thus upper caste acted on ways which did not give the so-called untouchables the same rights as they enjoyed. So the upper caste people or rich people enjoyed different rights in the society, but they denied lower caste people to enjoy those rights. Okay, next, when some people are not allowed to do what they want to do, like get education or take up jobs of their choice, so then we can say that they are facing discrimination. Not only caste, so any person who are denied to what they want to do, like get education or take up jobs of their choice, so then we can say that they are facing discrimination. Even girls, women are facing this type of discrimination in our society. At present also they are facing. So Dr. B.R. Bhimrao Ambedkar. So we can say that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, one of the greatest leaders of India. Already you know about the Ambedkar. So he was one of the chairperson of our Constituent Assembly. So he was prepared the constitution to us. Okay, so shares his first experience of caste-based discrimination which took place in 1901 when he was just 9 years old. So even the B.R. Ambedkar, the famous personality in India, was also faced the caste-based discrimination in the year 1901, but he was 9 years old. So he had gone with his brothers and cousins to meet his father in Koregaon, which is now in Maharashtra. So when he was faced this discrimination, so in 1901, so the Ambedkar and his brothers and cousins want to meet his father. That's why they went to the Koragan, which is now in Maharashtra. So this is one of the example. So how the people discriminated based on the caste. So you can see here, he's the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So he was born in 1891 and he was died in 1956. Okay. So chairpersons of the committee for the drafting of the Constitution of India, and another one is the first Union Law Minister of India in central government, the first Union Law Minister. He was completed master degree in economics and history, as well as he completed as a law degree also. Okay, so at the time he was only the person who completed 3 degrees. So let us discuss how they discriminated based on caste. So long did they wait. Where? In the railway station. They went to one village. So to reach the Koragan to meet his father. So they traveled in the train and they reached the another station, and in that station they are waiting since long time, but no one turned up. No one came near to them, though no one was asked them why they are waiting there. So an hour passed and the station master came to inquire. Already you know, for every railway station, one station master will be posted. So he came to those children to inquire about them. So, first of all, he did his duty. He asked them for their tickets. Okay, so they showed them to him. So he asked them why were staying there a long time. Okay, so they told him that they were bound for Koragan and that they were waiting for father or his servant to come, but that neither had turned up and that they did not know how to reach Koragan. So they replied to station master, they are waiting for their father. At least may father will send his servant. But no one came to receive them. So even they don't know how to reach Koragan. That's why they are waiting long time in the station. So they were well dressed children. From their dress or talk, no one could make out them. They were children of the untouchables. So even the Ambedkar was belonged to a untouchable caste. So at the time, not at present, at the time, so they treated those were untouchables. Those caste people were treated as untouchables. So no one was estimated them. Those are belongs to untouchables. Why? Because those were well dressed and by observing their um, language, and so no one could make out that they were children of the untouchables. Indeed, the station master was quite sure there were Brahmin children and extremely touched at the plight in which he found them in. So, by their dress and by their talking, so the station master believed that those are belongs to Brahmin caste. As usual, as is usual among the Hindus. So, usually in the Hindu religion, first of all, people inquire about the caste of other people. So, like that here also, as is usual among the Hindus, the station master asked them who they were. Belongs to here, who they were means belongs to which caste. So without a moment's thought, the B.R. Ambedkar blurted out that they were Mahars. The Ambedkar revealed their caste. So Meher is one of the communities which are treated as untouchables in the Bombay presidency. So means here Ambedkar was belongs to a Meher caste. So the Meher caste was one of the untouchable caste in the Bombay presidency, Bombay state. So the station master was stunned. Why? So he thought that these children was belongs to Brahmins, but that was quite different. So these were belongs to Mahars. He was stunned. His face underwent a sudden change. So they could see that he was overpowered by a strange feelings of rep- repulsion. As soon as he heard his reply, he went away to his room and they stood where they were. So after listening the cast, so he went away from them. Okay, and he stayed in this room, in his room only, and these children also stood where they were. So after 15 to 20 minutes completed, the sun was almost setting, so becoming evening. So their father had not turned up, nor had he sent his servant, and now the station master and also left them. So they were quite bewildered, and the joy and happiness which they felt at the beginning of the journey gave way to a feeling of extreme sadness. So, in the beginning, they started with joy, but now those were not in that feeling. Okay, next. After half an hour, the station master returned and asked them what they proposed to do. Why? Because so that is the responsibility of the station master. That was his duty. So even after listening the cast, also he came again to the near to the children and he asked them what was the plan of them. They said that if they could get a bullock cart on hire, they would go to Koragan. And if it was not very far, they would like to start straight away. So what they said? So now they want to go by bullock cart if they found. So they there were many bullock carts playing for hire in front of the station. So that is common. So there were so many bullock carts were there playing for hire. But they replied to the station master that they were mahars and gone round among the cartmen, and not one of them was prepared to suffer being polluted and to demean himself carrying passengers of the untouchable classes. So already that news was spread. So these children were belong to Meher, but that's why no a bullock cart person not to dare to carry them. So they were prepared to pay double the fare, but they found that money did not work. Why? Because the Ambedkar's father was the government servant. That's why they don't have any problem about money. So those were ready to pay double the fare, double the amount, but no one ready to carry them. So that's why they found that money did not work. The station master, who was negotiating on their behalf, stood silent, not knowing what to do. So, like that, the B.R. Ambedkar was faced caste based discrimination at the age of 9 years. So, you can understand. So, how the caste system was there at the time. Okay, next. So, this small incident shows how a simple task of going from one place to another in a cart was not accessible to the children, even though they could pay the money. All the cartmen at the station refused to take the children. They acted in a discriminatory manner. So, clearly, caste based discrimination is not only limited to preventing Dalits from undertaking certain economic activities, but it is also denies them the respect and dignity given to others. So, the untouchables were not given respect also. Clear? So, like that, so many people faced caste based discriminations. So, we will take another example tomorrow, okay, about discrimination in schools. Clear? So, prepare your own notes. Thank you.